It's Shaunte Parker from Bennett Realty Solutions coming to you today for Tip Tuesday. What am I talking about today? I am talking about money, down payment assistance, closing cost help. What is it? What does it all mean? Is there such thing as first-time home buyers programs? Let's talk about it. So, Wells Fargo and a few other lenders are participating in a program called the Neighborhood Lift Program. It was just announced last week, and we realtors were invited to attend an information session. Well, they opened the link yesterday for the consumer to go on and register to get this $20,000 forgivable grant. And you can get an extra $2,500 if you are a EMT, firefighter, emergency first responder type of or veteran. However, the link opened up at 9 a.m. and by 9:30 it was closed. They were not accepting any more registrations. So anybody who dreamed of getting $20,000 from this Neighborhood Lift program, it's a dream deferred because it's too late. It's over. So those people are going to get to go to a workshop on the 22nd and 23rd of February where they're going to have to try to reserve their grant. So this made me think, what is this all about? People don't really understand the difference between what is a down payment assistance program and what is it for and how does it help you. So that's what I wanted to provide you the information on today. So when you purchase a home, you need closing costs and you need a down payment. Pretty much every single loan is affiliated with down payment unless you're getting special financing.
Speed trap reported.
A veteran get 100%, or if you go through like Navy Federal, you can get 100%. If you're not doing either one of those, you're going to have a down payment, which is normally the minimum is 3.5%, which is a FHA loan. So if you need down payment, if you have to come up with a down payment, 3.5% of the sales price, and you need closing costs, which is generally about 4 to 4.5% of the price, you're going to need a considerable amount of money out of pocket. A lot of people have been working really hard and saving, but they aren't quite there yet, so they need some extra help. Customarily, a realtor can ask the seller to pay some of your closing help. In a market like the market that we're in right now, seller help is not a guarantee. It actually has never been a guarantee, but it's actually even more scarce than it used to be because sellers, want a net. They want to make as much money as they possibly can. So sometimes people lean towards getting down payment assistance from a program. Every state, every jurisdiction has some sort of down payment assistance program because down payment assistance program
Red light camera reported
the
ahead.
economic development of a particular area. For example, DC wants home ownership. So DC has the HPAP program. It has the DC Open Doors program. It has the tax abatement program. It has the EHAP program. I'm a down payment assistance expert. I know every single program there is available to you. In fact, if there is something that you're interested in, you can text me, DM me, or send me an email, and I can send you my brochure that has all the programs listed. And soon they'll be on my website as well. But back to what I was talking about. Down payment assistance. So here are the qualifications for down payment assistance. Most down payment assistance programs are for low to moderate income. That means there is a limit on how much money your household can make. Most of them are under $100,000. So if it's a husband or wife or a married couple who live in the same house, obviously, they consider both incomes. If you have a grown child that lives with you that works, they consider their income. If you have, an elder, a grandmother, or grandfather who lives with you, they consider their income. It's household income. If your child's in college but they have a part-time job, they also consider their income. So sometimes people don't qualify because their household income exceeds the limit of the program. The more dependents you have, though, it kind of brings the household income down, but not that much. Also, there's a credit requirement. Most down payment assistance programs require a certain credit score, generally 640 and above. Some down payment assistance programs require a second underwriting. So although you have getting a loan with the bank, which can take up to 30 days to underwrite, there is an additional underwriting process with the down payment assistance program, which sellers don't like that because that means a contract can be extended for up to 60 days. So that's a downfall of down payment assistance. Another thing with down payment assistance programs, so you need the income. Income is a factor. You have to you have to have an education requirement. I'm having a brain freeze, sorry. Most of them have an education requirement. So you have to go somewhere, sit for, some of them are 8-hour requirement. You get a certificate. Some of them are 4 hours. It just depends. But there is an education requirement. Some you can take online. Some you have to go and actually sit there. So there's an education requirement. There's a credit requirement. There's an income requirement. Now, the interesting thing is sometimes it's not really beneficial to you because it's a second lien on your property. Oftentimes, sometimes it has to be paid back. Sometimes it's a forgivable grant, but the caveat is you have to live in the property for a certain number of years before the grant is actually forgiven. So it's like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. If you need down payment assistance, by all means, I'm here for it. I'm here to help you. I can point you in the right direction, and the lender that I work with is very versed in down payment assistance. And if you need it and you qualify for it, by all means, we'll get it for you and make sure that you are able to benefit from such a program. But if you don't need it, for example, if you have a 401k, if you have some savings, if you have a parent or somebody in your family who can give you a gift, then that is a great way to put your down payment on your house. My job is to negotiate the closing costs with the seller. And I do that very, very well. Most times, most of my people are able to get some sort of closing help. And again, if you don't know those percentages, the closing help and the bonus ring is a percentage of the sales price. So your down payment might be 3.5%, but the closing cost again is maybe 4 to 4.5%. That's a lot of money, especially in this market where prices are so much. So, that's what I needed to say to you today. Down payment assistance is live and real. These programs run out of funding just like that, as we can see with Neighborhood Lift just happened the other day. It is really, really, really important to, hasten and get there first. I know for the Neighborhood Lift program next week, I was told by my Wells Fargo contact that if you missed the deadline, 9:30 a.m. yesterday, 30 minutes after it was launched, you can still go to the seminar, which is going to be held next week. If you need more information about that, send me a message. But you need to get there early, and you also need to bring all your information. And I can give you a list of the information that you need, because they have a no-show rate of about 40%. So although thousands of people signed up yesterday, there's a good chance that there may be a spot for you, because 40% of the people don't show up, which is ridiculous. So why would you take the space of someone else who really, really needs the money? So please, Shaunte Parker, Bennett Realty Solutions, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. My goal is for you to have the best customer experience possible, for you to get the best rate, the best program. And hey, if we can get you in there without using much of your own money, my ultimate goal is for you to stay as liquid as you possibly can and hold on to your own money and enjoy the benefits of some of this free money that's available to you. So I am on my way to Georgetown right now to meet my client, going above and beyond, doing the little extras that we do as realtors to pick up an earnest money deposit check. Then I'm going to drive all the way back to Camp Springs, Maryland to take it to the title company. And then I have to go meet another client. So that is my day for today. I hope that you guys are having a productive, awesome, incredible, sunshiny Tuesday. I love Tuesday. I love Tip Tuesday. Stay tuned for next week. Love you guys. Take care.